Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Mark Causey here from Black Cat Comics in Rockin, Milpitas. Every Wednesday is New Comic Day and I like to give you some great reasons to get down to your local comic shop and pick up something fun to read. Lots and lots of great books. We are just sort of in a historical time for comics right now. Last week I started with the DC guys because they had a lot of big stuff. This week I'm going to start with the Marvel guys because this is Amazing Spider-Man #1. Marvel is in the midst of a whole bunch of new title relaunches these days, but it's not like it has been in recent years. These are your favorite characters with new creative teams, new story directions, whole new titles. So they've been a lot of fun. Thor, Cap, Iron Man, Avengers, Doctor Strange, now Spider-Man. With the passing of co-creator Steve Ditko this week, I figured this was a great place to start. Cool double-sized wraparound. There are other covers, of course, but everybody loves a new Amazing Spider-Man title. Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows is your other Spidey book for the week. This is your other dimensional, non-continuity Spider-Verse book. It's been really fun, so if you're a Spidey fan, grab that Volume 1 and check this out because, well, if you're a Spidey fan, you're going to like that. Daredevil #605. Daredevil's been one of the best books Marvel's done for years and years and years. So if you just got turned on to it with the Netflix stuff, or if you're looking for something new, Daredevil is an awesome title to jump into. And Deadpool Assassin is your other guy in a red suit book for the week. Infinity Countdown Darkhawk is the last of the Infinity Countdown Dark Horse books, but or Darkhawk books, but there's lots of other Infinity stuff going on these days. That's one of your big Marvel events. Hunt for Wolverine is your other big Marvel event rolling out right now. There's like 5 or 6 different titles associated with this. They're all a little different. They've all been pretty solid. The X-fans seem to be digging them, so if you are looking for, again, something new to jump into, one of these Marvel event books, grab the main book and the first issue of one of the many Hunt for Wolverine books. Old Man Logan, with my man Bullseye there on the cover, speaking of Daredevil, and a new X-23 #1 rounds out your Wolverinery for the week. Yes, all new Wolverine is now X-23 again. X-Men Blue and New Mutants Dead Souls. And last but definitely not least, Domino #4 is all your X titles for the week. A lot of X stuff going on these days. Miss Marvel and Unbeatable Squirrel Girl, along with The Champions, are your Millennial Marvelites for the week. Champions has been a lot of fun, so if you might want to grab that first trade paperback and see what all the buzz to that one's about. Exiles is another interdimensional Marvel book. Not exactly non-continuity because it probably does cross over once in a while. There's a really cool Galactus cover for you. And Star Wars Darth Vader, along with your last issue of Star Wars Thrawn, are your Star Wars books for the week. Really encouraging you guys to grab some Star Wars stuff. The issues for this Thrawn book are totally sold out, so you'll be waiting for the trade on that one. But Darth Vader is one of the best books in comics right now, so grab those trades for the first series, or just jump into the new series because it's really, really great stuff. On to the DC guys. Everybody knows I'm a huge fan of this guy. This is Superman #1. I've been telling you it's somewhat of a historic time in comics, with both sides sort of launching all kinds of things. This picks up right after last week's Man of Steel #6. If you didn't get any of those Man of Steels, you're going to want to grab 1 through 6. We've got the pack of the whole thing before you grab this Superman #1. Bendis is taking over the whole Superverse. Action Comics 1001's right around the corner. Great, great time to be a Superman fan. If you're one of those people that loves Batman and is always bashing Superman, give this #1 a shot. Read Man of Steel 1 through 6. It's a really, really good book. Bendis is doing a great job over there. Detective Comics, the one that started it all, is your only Bat book for the week, strangely enough. And Wonder Woman #50, big double-sized issue, continues the Dark Gods stuff. Always like a week when I get Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman in the same week. Flash #50 continues the Flash War stuff. I know this book doesn't need me pushing it. It's already on your list. Everybody's already a big Flash fan. Seems to get more and more popular all the time with the show and with the quality of the book. Good stuff. Hawkman #2 spins out of the Dark Knight Metal stuff. I'm really happy to see this guy back in his own book. The art's been great. The story's awesome. DC, like Marvel's, rolling out a lot of new titles lately. And like I said, it's just really great to see Hawkman back in a book. And then it's all the teams this week, like Suicide Squad or The Titans. Check out that cool Virgin B cover for Titans. Everybody's a Titans fan. Or Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps. Or Red Hood and the Outlaws. All the big teams this week. Other than Justice League, of course. You'll get that next week. The Immortal Men, with some amazing art by the legendary Jim Lee. And Sideways are your New Age of Heroes books of the week. Eternity Girl is your Young Animals book of the week. And Scooby Apocalypse is your Hanna-Barbera book of the week. Been telling you what an amazing job DC's been doing with this Hanna-Barbera line. If you read Scooby Apocalypse 25, it may have scarred your childhood and changed your life. Really, really good stuff. And a great week for all the other guys, too. BPRD, The Devil You Know. You know I'm always talking up some Mike Mignola. Always talking up the Hellboy verse. Love anything Hellboy, BPRD, Lobster Johnson, Abe Sapien, etc., etc. Mike Mignola is one of the all-time greats of comics. Fun stuff there. She Could Fly is your new Berger book. Been talking a lot about Karen Berger and her amazing eye for talent. And all the amazing things that she's doing for Dark Horse these days. There was Incognito and Mata Hari, and now there's She Could Fly, and on she goes. So you really want to be checking out these Berger books if you're any kind of fan of sequential storytelling. And Aliens, Dust to Dust, just to show you that Dark Horse does all kinds of things. And they sort of originated this property license stuff. I know there are licensed comics before Dark Horse, but Dark Horse really made it a solid thing with books like Alien and Predator and on and on. Monstrous is one of the biggest Image books there is. Gorgeous art, an amazing story in this book. There's no way this one's flying under your radar, so if for some reason you're holding out on it, grab that first volume or grab the Image first issue reprint, and it will definitely suck you in. Black Science is my Image book of the week. I'm always talking up Black Science because it's awesome with its cool, pulpy, dark sci-fi stuff. If you're a Fantastic Four fan, if you're any kind of sci-fi fan, you definitely want to be checking out Black Science. Oblivion Song from Robert Kirkman. This guy does a book called Walking Dead. This is his latest, biggest, newest thing. #1 is not sold out, contrary to popular opinion, so grab that first issue, catch up to this week's good stuff. And Farmhand, along with Outpost Zero, are your first issue Gotta Have It books of the week. Always encouraging you guys to grab those first issues of Image books because a lot of them turn into something huge and totally sell out, so you want to grab those while you can. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen is back from Top Shelf Comics. Alan Moore, I mean, what can I say about Alan Moore, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen? If you only know the movie, you're really missing out. You want to grab the omnibus of League Volume 1, League Volume 2. There is a League Volume 3. This is Volume 4. This is the last of the series. If you haven't read any of the other stuff, you don't really have to jump in on this one. Like I say, what more can you say but Alan Moore? It's really all you need to grab a comic. Deja Thoris is one of my Dynamite books of the week because I like anything Warlord of Mars. But Red Sonja is my other Dynamite book of the week because, like Dark Horse, they just do an amazing job with their licensed property stuff, putting it solidly and firmly in its original material, but always has a more modern angle. Great job. Crow is my IDW book of the week because, like Hawkman, it's really, really great to see the Crow back in comics. If you only know the movies, you're really missing out. You want to grab that original trade paperback and pick up this current series. Really one of the more unique stories in comics. RoboCop is my Boom Studios book of the week because you love some RoboCop. And Archie is my Archie book of the week. Can't say enough about these guys as a publisher. Talk about them all the time with Archie and Betty and Veronica, all the horror stuff with Afterlife with Archie, and and Jughead the Hunger, on and on and on. If you don't have an Archie book on your list, you're really missing out. This isn't old school, all ages Archie. It's just modern, it's fun. It's written by Mark Waid, who's one of my favorite writers of all time. Everybody should have an Archie book on their list. And Bloodshot is my Valiant book of the week, because, as is a common theme, everybody should have a Valiant book on their list, like Bloodshot or Shadow Man or Rye or any of the other awesome things that they do. Good stuff from Valiant. And an awesome week for the all ages stuff. Incredibles 2. You've seen the movie, you want more, come get the comic. If you haven't seen the movie, go see it and then come get the comic. DuckTales, your other modern classic. In fact, there's a lot of ducks this week, like Uncle Scrooge and Walt Disney Showcase with Huey, Dewey, and Louie right there, ready for some action. Really, really great to see the Disney stuff back in comics. And a couple of old schools like SpongeBob SquarePants. You love some SpongeBob. But my old school book of the week is Casper and Hot Stuff. I love the ghost of Richie Rich and his buddy Hot Stuff. Nothing funnier than a little kid devil. You love Casper. You love some old school comics. Again, always encouraging you guys to check out the all ages section and have an all ages book on your list, because all the publishers do great, great stuff. I want to mention that tonight kicks off the Black Cat Comics Rockin Milpitas pre-Comic-Con Comic-Con. Tonight is a VIP night for all you subscribers, so come on in, enjoy the party. Tomorrow is the live podcast open to the public. Come on down and sit in while we do our podcast live. We'll be recording it, but we'll be on Facebook Live, much like I am now. So come on down to the shop, and night, Sunday's the swap meet, lots and lots of fun stuff. Check out black-cat-comics.com for all the pertinent information on our super awesome event. That's all I got for you for this week. You can check us out at black-cat-comics.com. You can check out our Facebook page, check out our YouTube channel, check out the podcast at soundcloud.com, or just get on down here to the good old brick and mortar in Rockin Milpitas. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.